A 1971 Ford Ranchero with no spark. How bad can the situation be? Let's take a look here. All right, well, look, there's a MSD system 6A spray painted over. That's going to be good. Let's follow the lines out the top. Oh, they were resting on the belt and cut in half. Oh, no, that's not good. Well, what about the main power lines? Okay. Oh, no, what's this plug into? Oh no, there's wires just dangling there that aren't connected to anything. Looky here, this white thing's just dangling in space. What did that do? What is that? Does that go onto that maybe? Maybe that went onto that. Maybe that's the whole problem. Oh no, no spark there. I took that off and it was all carboned up, so it worked once upon a time. What are these little, some melted spark plug wires? Oh no. Help me, Derek of My Script Garage. I'm channeling the spirit of a guy who could get things like this going. I don't know. Originally, I was just going to go buy the MSD whole thing and just swap it all out with the modern wiring and just not even worry about it. Do you know how much those are? They're $1,100. Well, now I'm interested in getting that thing going. What's broken? I don't know. But let's watch the rest of the video as I uncover this thing with no spark. Well, howdy everybody, it's Cowboy Steve of Building a Homestead. Well, I need another truck on the farm, and this is the truck that I have. It's a 1971 El Ranchero. Well, I put the word L in there. Ford Ranchero is what it is. Numbers matching all the way through. I didn't pay much of anything for it. I'll get my money back out of it. But I haven't heard it bark off and run except a little sputter. So something's wrong with the ignition system. The battery's not any good in it. I'm going to put a used battery in it. But this here, if it's your first time visiting, this is my personal build journal, building a homestead off-grid as a solo builder, and I'm trying to be debt-free when I retire. We'll see. That's the whole goal. In the meanwhile, I'm trying to build this thing as a 1,000-year house, so I build paycheck to paycheck. And I like stuff that's a little old. Let me rotate. So there's my home, a couple of connexes. I'm putting in a cistern between it. So what I got under here, I got a dune buggy. I need to get that done because I'm going to the beach at the end of the month. But most of the week was spent on this thing here. This is a 1976 telehandler, one of the very first SkyTracks. This thing is a off-road SkyTrack unit, so that doesn't have the stabilizers that come out. It's got a little less safety, but this week I bought that on market. I'm working on the video on that one when I get time, so this will come out before I get done with the video on that because I want to spend some time. But that took me 3 days because it was way up north. Hey, let's see if we could get this here Ranchero to bark off, or at least check for spark. That's, clean up the carburetors, sprayed in a new battery. See if we could just get it bark off just as it is with a fresh battery. Don't know. We'll find out. Well, when I bought it, I took a look at it and I saw some trouble with it. You see that? The wire without a connector on it just dangling in space. Some of these spades aren't very well put together. I don't know. It just had some stuff. Oh, looky there. Alligator clip. That is running over here to a click-clack, right? So it's obviously fuel problem. So at least somebody thought a fuel problem. I believe that this is an electronic distributor that's been put in there. But looky, it's got, weird little silicon that somebody's gone in and patched it up. So, and then, yeah, I see like there where they didn't want to spend money on spark plug wire, so they thought, oh, I'll just patch that. Well, that's not the answer, right? When you start having to do that, but we're going to just start and see if we get a start with it, put in a new battery, see if we get anything to bark off with that. I'm not so sure. Let me make sure we got some antifreeze in here. I don't even know that. A little bit way down in there, so we won't be able to run that for long. We're just going to see if we can get it to bark off. That's all. Well, somebody loved this vehicle once upon a time. It came with the build book since it was bought, so all the way back to 1976. It was in car shows. It's been around, so numbers matching's a bit unusual for a vehicle of this age. So I'm going to be careful. So I took it to a local mechanic, and he's a month out before he could actually work with it. And You know, I'd rather have that professional mechanic than myself. But looky there, not even very tight on that. Well, I just finished swapping it out with a battery a year older, but a battery that I know works. Looky there, the black and the positive, both the same color. Well, that won't burn down a place. Well, it didn't spark when I hooked it on with the key off, so that's a good sign. Underneath the battery, old battery, was this spark plug. That's not very promising, a broken spark plug there. It looks all right. Anyway, now let me turn the key, see what we get. Y'all keep your eye on it. Well, you see that there's an experimental fuel pump there, right? Not doing anything. But before we get to that, I'm going to pull that Edelbrock breather off of there, throw a little carb cleaner down to it, see if it'll just bark off. I'm going to guess both fuel and ignition problems. We'll find out. Woo, Edelbrock. All right. Well, I put that other battery on the battery charger, and nothing. It won't even take a charge. All right, let's give this a whirl. Sad face. A little more, and then I'm just going to start making a list of things I'm going to start doing. It should bark off with a little bit of starter fluid and a brake carb cleaner in there, right? Well, looky here. I found a box of Ranchero parts sitting on the floor. Somebody wanted to do something with this. There's a magazine, Fairlane Torino Ranchero parts. Well, that'll make that a little easier on me. What else I got in here? Somebody was planning to do some mudding with it. Well, look, they even have a carpet swath. Well, that's a carpet that's in here. That's a brand new carpet. Yep, brand new carpet in here. Dashboard would be next. What's in this box? Oh, I see. This is probably the roof. Yeah. So I have however you put in a roof. I don't know how to put in a roof. We'll learn that. What else is back here? Oh, new visors. Look at this. Look at that. Some plastic. I see some plastic back in there. But first things first. So, you know, this could have been a high school kid's project car, and he just lost interest. Or maybe somebody could put... It doesn't have a gallop. Let's turn it on. Turn it again. Listen. A little. But not bad. I bet you the compression's pretty close. Let me go out there, pull one spark plug, and I'm going to set you all up and turn the key and see if it sparks. Well, these got a little carbon on them, don't they? So maybe it's hitting, or maybe it just needs to be cleaned up. I'm going to pull that off and see if there's points underneath, or if it's electronic. MSD, that means electronic ignition, right? I believe that does. But anyway, I'm going to take a look. These spark plug wires, when I'm all done here, even if I get it started, I'm just here today to figure out what I need to do for a tune-up, because I can do that, right? And then maybe I can tackle this thing too. Well, I took out that spark plug. That's brand new, right? Brand new. So that's a good sign. But now I'm going to hook it there. Hopefully I can see under the hood right there from there and turn it on. But set you up, see if we get a spark out of this thing. I suspect no spark based on all of the loose wires. Look, while I was looking, I found some more loose wires. So at least those are taped off. So, right? You know, so. All right, so some loose wires. I'll get it to mechanical, knows what he's doing. If I could get it started, that'll be all the better. All right, hopefully I could see under the hood. But if not, I'll watch this back, see if I get a spark. Well, let me try one more time. Clean things up a little bit. Anyway, this it smacks of somebody that's even worse than me. Like I'm a farmer repair guy, but this to the electronic ignition module. See what happened is it fell down on the belt, and it wore through the belt. And looky there, there's tape underneath it, you know, and that's probably it right there. I'm going to guess that a new module has the pigtail with it. The distributor cap pigtail wasn't damaged. But so this is my guess. This is damaged and no good anymore. The spark plugs where somebody went in and put gel coat on them, odd. This extra wire here that's just dangling, odd. You know, like it feels like it belongs there. You know, that's where it feels like it belongs. But I'm not just going to put it on there. Ohm it out, check it out a little bit. This doesn't look swollen yet, but I haven't pulled it out. So this is the culprit that I bet you, you know, it fell on that belt and went through it. And then that was it. Whoever did it just electrical taped it up. But, you know, that's not how electronic ignition modules work. Big splices. All right, so 3 things, you know. This, which hopefully has the pigtail. The coil over there. New spark plug wires. You know, while I'm at it, cap and distributor too. While I worked on this old Ranchero, I caught this out of the corner of my eye and thought, oh my God, a wildfire. No, it's just a sunset. It's really something. All right, well, you all watched what I watched. There's no spark, so Sparky first, then we'll work on that. Honestly, by the time the mechanic said in a month I could get this thing in, it's not my only ride. I'm not in any hurry, but I'm going to work on it in the meantime because I could swap parts, right? So let's take a look here, what I don't like. All right, so yes, it is switched over to electronic ignition. So this module here, it's looking pretty old, you know, this MSD module here. So the cap, okay, you know, but these spark plug wires are no bueno. I mean, it's possible it's not sparking. When I first pulled this apart, remember these were all carboned up real bad. So I cleaned them and, you know, still no spark. It's possible that they put that on backwards, right, 180. So coil, and then this thing here, right? I'm going to put a voltmeter on that and see if it has 12 volts. I'll check this on both sides of this coil. You know, so the electronic ignition, pretty easy to work on. You know, starter solenoid, maybe, but I doubt it. But anything that's 18 bucks or 20 bucks, I'll do first, right? And then I'll get into these control modules, or I'll take it into Napa and have them test it. So spark first, and then I can work on the fuel make it happener, as Derek often says. All right, that was a pleasant way for me to wrap up the week, wrap up the day, wrap up the hour. They're in. They're not allowed to be in here. How'd you get in? He's a naughty horse. I don't like them when it's raining when they come in, because then their hooves make big, deep divots where I walk, and so I don't like them up around the house. So busy week, all done. This is Steve, 1,000 Year Homes. Just kind of a diary entry for me, and I had a few minutes to mess around finally on this thing about, you know, a month ago. Well, there's some good news while I'm in here fiddling around. I found the wing nut for the fancy Edelbrock air breather. Wow, that'll make it run. That'll make it run. Let's get that on there. Well, even that exposes something. It's the wrong size air filter. It doesn't fit in the ring. So yeah, I'll take the ring with me and we'll get a little air filter in there. I'll get all fancy, but electronic ignition. That's what I think the problem is. I'm going to order the whole darn kit. All right, everybody, that wraps up this video. Initial evaluation of the Ranchero that I bought is that the MSD system shot. Like somebody ran the cables, the electric lines through the belt. And then, you know, there's things that look unplugged. Listen, I summoned the spirit of Derek. If that doesn't fix it, I don't know what is. All right, I called a hot rod garage here in town, and they're a month out from being able to put something like that in. I'm going to do a little research between now and then, and if I can find a low-cost solution to replace that MSD system, like HEI or Ford might, something, right? I'm willing to throw 200 of my own dollars at it. Without a professional, that might be a savable system, the coil, whatnot. But I was surprised at $1,100. I found a few for $900. It might be different, but $1,100. I want to see. Before I throw 1,100 blind dollars at it, I'd like to have it bark off once and make sure that it's there. You heard it. Turn, crank, it sounds good, the gallop's good, I'm assuming the compression's fine, just no spark. Well, that should be an easy fix. And then after the spark, we saw that there's a electric fuel pump there, but that could have been put in because people didn't know what they're doing, right? So it's a pretty little thing, ain't it? I need another truck on the ranch that I could just run and go do something when the other two are hooked to big equipment. All right, like, subscribe, follow me along.